First, on a day like today, the thought of living in a big house next to the coast in a country which enjoys year-round sunshine seems very appealing, doesn't it? But for some families from the south, a seemingly perfect move to Cyprus has turned into a nightmare. Jeremy Stern has the story.
Sun, sea, and they even drive on the left-hand side of the road.
More than 1 million Brits fly to Cyprus every year, and it's easy to see why. Now, most come here on holiday, but some people like the island so much that they sell up back home and move here for good.
The village of Pissouri is a mile from the south coast. It's a popular place for expats to settle.
1, 2, 3, clink.
Retired Army Colonel Peter Field and his wife Kate sold up in Newbury in Berkshire to come here.
We moved in 1993, the perfect house. It's just outside the centre of the village, a perfect position with most beautiful views.
But their perfect home was built on shifting sands.
Something dramatic happened, and it has changed completely. You actually wouldn't believe it. People have had to be in war zones and places like that to see the sort of trouble you'll find in our house.
Will I come round and see it?
I'd very much like you to, yes.
Popping round to the Fields' home requires some unusual headgear.
Hello, come in. See what's left of our house. The crack started about 3 years ago. They've just got larger and larger, and as you see, they've now split the house in two. This is an interesting room. It's the one that ladies seem to find most depressing. Our main bedroom. It was one level, obviously, at some stage, and a most beautiful room. And now it is an absolute ruin, splitting the house apart, and so sad.
With their home condemned, the Fields are now renting.
We'd lost really everything, and that we weren't going to get any help at all. It's a very strange thing. I think your health just deteriorates. You're not aware of it happening to any large degree. I mean, as far as I was concerned, I always slept extremely well, and I started waking up every hour on the hour and worrying.
Kate and Peter both ended up in hospital.
In the past, they've always said, you know, well done, you know, you look 10 years younger than you are. And on this occasion, it wasn't right, and so I have had few things fitted to me. I am sure that stress has had something to do with that.
Elsewhere in the village, deep holes have appeared out of nowhere, pipes have burst, roads have disintegrated, and the repairs have failed.
Huge crack, 3 foot wide, 15 yards long. It was quite frightening to look at.
Mick Ellis from Long Crendon in Buckinghamshire saw his house here and the land around it literally split open.
The council came along, they filled it in for health and safety reasons, but as you can see, it continues to open and it continues to move down. And that's what's happened systematically up the valley. Cracks open up and the land moves away and down, and it takes everything with it.
A chartered geologist hired by residents confirmed there's an active landslide under Pissouri.
And this is the driveway.
Mick's wife Louise is showing sister Julie the extent of the damage since she last visited.
Look, a year ago there was a slight crack, but hardly anything, Julie. I know.
Jeez.
Look, water. Our water mains, that's going to go, and that goes right across.
Water pipe?
Yeah, so we'll lose water, we'll lose electric, we usually lose all the utilities we're going to have to leave anyway.
Right.
Be careful. Oh, Julie, help me out.
I just can't get over it in a year, how it's...
Look.
Oh my God, the pool!
We've got raw sewage going in the pool,
Jeez.
so we're going to have to move.
Is it safe to be in the house?
No, not really. Georgie keeps hearing cracks in the night. And this was pinned, look at the metal. So we don't know how far underneath the foundations it goes.
Shocked.
The investment in a home in the sun is crumbling to dust.
It's worth nothing now, absolutely worthless. It actually cost us money to actually knock it down.
Have you got a lot of money spare?
No, nothing. Not a penny. Not a penny.
The family's on borrowed time. Living here will soon become too dangerous. They'll have to leave.
You put all of your life savings into a property so that you've got no rent when you retire. To find out at 63 years of age that I'm going to have to be finding rent to live is very, very difficult, and it eats away at you.
As in Britain, most standard home insurance here doesn't cover landslides. It's governments that are responsible for compensating victims of natural disasters like landslides. So today I'm in Limassol to see Cyprus government representative Marios Alexandrou.
How much sympathy do you have for these people who are in a desperate situation?
We are there, and we will try to help them as much as we can.
But the Cypriot government has yet to concede that the damage in Pissouri is down to a landslide. So while some have had help with alternative accommodation, there have been no payouts.
As I said, compensation will be, let's say, it's something that the state will decide. I don't remember even one, let's say, case that the government left the people alone. Never. The problem area is here.
But the people we've met in Pissouri do feel abandoned. It's 6 years since the problems were first reported, yet still the government inquiries go on.
If they accept it's a landslide, and it's a big if, I still think it's going to be a long time before any compensation would pay out. If they don't accept it, and that's looking more likely, I think this could drag on for years.
In 2014, Farnham couple Jeremy and Catherine Yeomans took out a mortgage to buy a home in Pissouri. They've since lost all faith in the Cypriot government.
There are nice words spoken by government guys, and they'll come and say, oh yeah, we understand your pain, but nobody does anything. So that's when it gets me angry, and it makes me really angry sometimes, just to try and understand the extent of the hardship that this is bringing on people's lives, you know.
Not least on wife Catherine.
I find it difficult because we have nothing else. This is all we have. This is our home. This was our dream. So we can't go back to the UK because we have nothing there. We have no property. It's had a huge effect on both of us.
Oh, that's on you.
On our relationship too. It's been hard for us, hasn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get...
That's all right, honey. You've got nothing to be sorry about. Honey, there's nothing... It's okay. It's okay. Come.
In Pissouri, Kate and Peter Field's memories of a relaxed retirement in a beautiful place lie in ruins.
This was our main room. So many happy memories here, parties, particularly Christmases, and the grandchildren coming out and seeing them getting older, using the pool. It was a lovely place. We miss it very much indeed.
We never dreamt in a million years that we would be in this situation. Having worked all our lives to achieve this, why would we not feel that we'd have a roof over our head for the rest of our lives?